The giant crystal hall sparkled with purple light as 12 alien leaders sat around a floating table. High Arbiter Velthon looked at the small blue planet spinning slowly in the air above them. His long fingers drummed against the smooth surface as he listened to the reports about Earth. Counselor Zethkar stood up from his chair. His scaly green skin reflected the light as he spoke. These humans are nothing special. They still use primitive rockets to reach their own moon. Their weapons are simple metal tubes that shoot metal pieces. We have weapons that can destroy entire planets. The other council members laughed. Some had tentacles instead of arms. Others had 4 eyes or skin that changed colors. All of them were much older and smarter than humans. They had ruled the galaxy for 10,000 years. "Look at their silly wars," said another counselor, pointing at the Earth. "They fight each other over invisible lines on maps. They cannot even work together on their own planet. How can they fight us?" Dr. Lisa Warren sat in a small room on Earth, thousands of light years away. She had been trying to talk to these aliens for months. Her messages were friendly. She told them about human art, music, and science. She wanted peace between Earth and the Alien Council. But the aliens never answered her messages nicely. They only sent back cold words that made her worried. Admiral Jake Morrison walked into Lisa's room. He was a tall man with gray hair and serious eyes. "Any news from them?" he asked. Lisa shook her head. "They think we are weak. They keep asking about our military strength and our planet's resources." Back in the Crystal Hall, Velthon made his decision. "The humans have something we need. Their planet has quantum crystals deep in the ground. These crystals make our best weapons work. We will take their planet and make them our slaves." "But what if they fight back?" asked a young counselor. Zethkar laughed so hard his scales rattled. "Fight back? With what? Their metal tubes? We conquered the Keth-Mori in 1 day. We destroyed the Vashtai fleet in 3 hours. These humans will surrender before we even land on their planet." The vote was quick. All 12 council members agreed. Earth would be invaded in 3 days. The final message reached Earth that night. Lisa read it with shaking hands. The message was short and cold. "Surrender now or face total destruction. You have 72 hours to decide. Submit to the Galactic Council or watch your world burn." Admiral Jake Morrison read the message twice. Then he picked up his phone and started making calls to every military leader on Earth. The aliens had made their first mistake. They thought humans would be easy to defeat. They were about to learn how wrong they were.
3 days later, space around Earth filled with alien ships. Commander Krixval stood on the bridge of his flagship, watching 50 huge warships move into position. Each ship was as big as a city and carried enough weapons to destroy a continent. Behind them came hundreds of smaller ships filled with soldiers. Krixval had done this many times before. First, he would destroy a few military targets to scare the enemy. Then he would demand surrender. Finally, the planet would give up without much fighting. It always worked this way. "Sir, we are ready to begin," said his officer. "Good. Destroy their space station first. Make sure all humans can see it." Down on Earth, something amazing was happening. For the first time in human history, every country was working together. President Chen from China talked to President Garcia from Mexico. General Petrov from Russia shared plans with General Smith from America. The whole planet had one goal: survive. Captain Ryan Blake sat in his fighter cockpit at a secret base hidden inside a mountain. Around him, pilots from 30 different countries prepared their ships. These were not the big, slow fighters the aliens expected. These were small, fast ships that could move like insects. "Remember," Ryan said into his radio, "we are not trying to win big battles. We are trying to make them bleed. Hit them fast and run away. Make them afraid." Commander Crixval fired his first shot. The space station exploded in a ball of fire. He smiled and waited for the surrender message. Instead, his communications officer looked confused. "Sir, we are getting a message from Earth." "Good. They want to surrender." "No, sir. The message says, 'Come and take it.'" Crixval was puzzled but not worried. He destroyed a moon base next, then an orbital platform. Each time he expected Earth to surrender. Each time the answer was the same: "Come and take it." "These humans are more stupid than I thought," Crixval said. "Send down the landing ships. We will take their cities by force." Hidden throughout the solar system, behind asteroids and space junk, human ships waited. Admiral Morrison had learned from every war movie ever made. The aliens expected humans to fight like other aliens. Big ships against big ships, army against army. But humans had something the aliens had never seen before. They had learned to fight like a pack of wolves. Commander Kate Sullivan watched from her underground bunker as alien landing ships entered Earth's atmosphere. Her soldiers were ready. They had studied every guerrilla war in human history. They knew how to make the aliens pay for every meter of ground. The first alien ship landed in New York. What happened next surprised everyone in the galaxy. The alien landing ship touched down in Central Park. Commander Crixval expected to see scared humans running away. Instead, the ship exploded. Ryan Blake pulled his fighter up and away from the burning wreck. Around him, dozens of small human ships appeared from everywhere. They had been hiding in buildings, under bridges, and behind clouds. The aliens had never seen anything like it. "Alpha Team, hit the second ship," Ryan called into his radio. "Beta Team, take the third one. Remember, hit and run." The human fighters moved like angry bees. They were too small and too fast for the big alien weapons to hit. Each human pilot had practiced for years using video games and flight simulators. They flew in ways that alien computers could not predict. Commander Crixval watched in shock as 3 more landing ships exploded. "How are they doing this? Our ships are protected by the best shields in the galaxy." His officer looked scared. "Sir, they are using our own weapons against us. They took guns from the first ship we lost and mounted them on their fighters." On the ground, Commander Kate Sullivan smiled as she watched alien soldiers march into her trap. The aliens wore heavy armor and carried powerful energy weapons. They expected humans to meet them with tanks and armies. Instead, the humans fought like ghosts. They attacked from sewers and rooftops. They used the city itself as a weapon. Every building became a fortress. Every street became a trap. "Alpha Team, hit them from the north," Kate whispered into her radio. "Beta Team, wait until they pass the school, then cut off their retreat." The alien soldiers had never fought an enemy like this. Humans appeared, fired, and disappeared before the aliens could shoot back. The aliens' powerful weapons meant nothing when they could not see their targets. Dr. Lisa Warren worked day and night in her hidden laboratory. She had captured alien computers and was learning their secrets. The aliens thought their technology was perfect, but Lisa found mistakes in their programming. "Admiral Morrison," she called excitedly, "I found something important. Their ships all use the same computer system. If I can break their code, I can make their own ships fight each other." Admiral Morrison looked at the reports from around the world. The aliens had landed in 12 cities, but they were not winning easily. Human fighters had destroyed 20 alien ships. Human ground forces had trapped alien soldiers in 3 cities, but Crixval still had most of his fleet in space. The aliens were getting angry and scared. Angry aliens do dangerous things. "Sir," his communications officer said, Counselor Zethikar wants to speak with you. Krixval knew he was in trouble. This invasion should have been over in one day. Instead, the humans were making him look like a fool.
1 week after the invasion began, Counselor Zethikar was furious. His scaled face turned dark red as he screamed at Commander Krixval through the communication screen. "You promised me victory in 1 day. Now my soldiers are hiding in buildings while humans hunt them like animals." Krixval tried to explain. "These humans fight differently than any species we have met. They do not follow normal battle rules. They appear and disappear like smoke. They turn our own weapons against us." "I do not want excuses," Zethikar hissed. "Send more ships, send more soldiers, crush these insects." But the humans were not acting like insects anymore. They were acting like wolves. Captain Ryan Blake had lost 12 pilots, but his fighters had destroyed 40 alien ships. More importantly, his teams had captured alien technology from every crashed ship. Human engineers were working around the clock to understand how alien weapons worked. "Look at this," said Engineer Mike Torres, holding up an alien energy weapon. "It is powered by quantum crystals, just like our computers predicted. But the power system is too complicated. We can make it simpler and more powerful." Commander Kate Sullivan watched from her command post as alien soldiers tried to take the subway tunnels under New York. It was a mistake. The underground was perfect for human tactics. Her soldiers knew every tunnel, every pipe, every hidden passage. "Team Charlie, collapse Tunnel 7 after they pass through," she whispered. "Team Delta, hit them from the maintenance shafts. No mercy." The alien soldiers found themselves trapped underground with humans who could see in the dark and move without making sound. Within hours, most of the alien ground force in New York was captured or destroyed. Dr. Lisa Warren made the breakthrough that would change everything. After days of studying alien computers, she cracked their communication codes. But she found something much more important. "Admiral Morrison, you need to see this," she called excitedly. "All alien ships use the same central computer network. They are all connected to each other. If I can get my virus into one ship, it will spread to all of them." Admiral Morrison looked at her with hope in his eyes. "Can you do it?" "I need someone to get close to their main fleet, close enough to transmit my virus directly into their network." Ryan Blake stepped forward. "My team can do it. We've been planning something crazy anyway." The plan was simple but deadly. Human fighters would attack the alien fleet directly, not to win a battle, but to get close enough to upload Lisa's virus. It was a suicide mission that could save the world. As the human fighters prepared to launch, Admiral Morrison sent one final message to the alien fleet. "You wanted to harvest sheep. You found wolves instead." When Counselor Zethikar decided to destroy all life on Earth, he made his final mistake. He thought humans would give up when facing total destruction. Instead, humanity showed him what they really were. Captain Ryan Blake led 2,000 human fighters toward the alien fleet. These were not the same small ships that had been hiding and running. These were weapons of war, built from captured alien technology and human creativity. Each ship carried Dr. Lisa Warren's virus, ready to turn the aliens' own computers against them. "All ships, this is Blake," he said into his radio. "Remember, we are not just fighting for Earth. We are fighting for every world these aliens have destroyed. Today we show the galaxy that bullies can be stopped." The alien fleet tried to shoot down the human swarm, but there were too many ships moving too fast. Ryan's fighters reached the big alien ships and attached themselves like parasites. One by one, they uploaded the virus into the alien network.
Commander Crixval watched in horror as his ships began shooting each other. The virus made their computers think every other ship was an enemy. 50 mighty warships became confused animals attacking their own pack. "Sir, we have lost control of our weapons," his officer shouted. "The virus is spreading through our entire network." Down on Earth, Admiral Morrison coordinated the final attack. Commander Kate Sullivan's ground forces captured the remaining alien soldiers. The aliens who had seemed so powerful just days ago now begged for mercy. Dr. Lisa Warren monitored the virus as it spread through the alien fleet. But her computer showed something else. Information about dozens of other worlds the aliens had conquered. Millions of innocent people were slaves in alien mines and factories. "Admiral," she called, "we are not just winning this battle. We are learning about every crime these aliens have committed for thousands of years." The battle ended when Commander Crixval surrendered. His flagship was surrounded by human fighters, and his fleet was destroyed or captured. The mighty Galactic Council had been defeated by the species they called primitive. Admiral Morrison spoke to Crixval through the communication screen. "Tell your council that Earth is under human protection now. Tell them that any alien ship that comes here in peace will be welcome. But any ship that comes here with weapons will join your fleet at the bottom of our oceans." 6 months later, Admiral Morrison stood in a new building on Earth. Representatives from 30 freed worlds sat around a table planning a better future for the galaxy. Earth had become the center of a new alliance built on freedom, not fear. The Council had chosen to invade Earth thinking humans were sheep. They learned too late that they had awakened sleeping wolves. And wolves protect their pack.